was just saying that skating has broken into many things, and I like how limitless it is and how many ways you can go about it. I'll skate a pool one day, I'll skate a park another day, I'll skate a street another day, I'll skate some lonely curb another day. And I feel like, different. I feel like a different guy in between all these. This is one thing that happened today that is just showing how how much of a thing in lifestyle this pool thing is. Unless you're actually looking for pools, actually driving around, lurking, really learning the nuances and specifics and details that make this pool thing work. You find a house right in a neighborhood, you gotta know what the kind of neighborhood you're dealing with. You gotta know if there's anyone looking. You gotta know you gotta take a guess at what part of the house, where you're gonna enter from, what's the smoothest. You just don't want to gut out, look around, and then start jumping fences. It's more like as you're driving up, you're seeing who's outside. As you're parking, where are you gonna park at? Because is it possible to park where the car can block you, where you might enter through? Are you driving past the fucking property to see the whole house? Is it fenced off by those green fences, meaning it's a construction site? Do you know how to move those fences so you don't have to jump anything, which makes it very suspicious? Well, rather than moving a fence, looks like you know how to get in. So this is what happened today. I found something, green fence, and then as I parked, I realized that there's a lot of people walking around, walking their dogs, with their families, on bikes, old people walking by, looking around. And people were actually, when they're walking by, it was such a busy street that when people were walking by this fenced house, everyone was looking at it. It was a spectacle. There's wood all over the fucking windows because they're redoing the windows. And when I first got there, I was anticipating. So I got out the car, I had my vest on, had my phone in my hand, looking at my phone. You always want to make it look like you're doing something rather than I'm looking around and making eye contact or making myself known to people. Anyway, I got out and I just felt like I wasn't prepared for that moment. So what I did is I got in the car, drove. I went to the local skate park. I skated for a while. I had a Voodoo Ranger, and I was meditating as I was skating, not really intentionally. I didn't think I was going to go back till tomorrow or later at night. As I was there, I was like, okay, now I know the situation. Now I could just pull up, even if there's people walking around. Now I could pull up. I know where I'm going through, because I saw that the fence, where the chain was around the entrance of that green fence, it was leaning out, so there was an entrance. You had to climb into the fence, right? Which can look sus, but the way I was doing, and it was the Voodoo Ranger too, it made me feel like drive up, park, vest on, smooth. Obviously I look around to see if there's anyone going. Try and do it when there's no cars, or the least amount of cars driving by, or as they're already far enough, or as people are not maybe looking as much, as there's no one so close to the house. Time that good. So I pulled up, made it very fluid, and I knew this was I know what I'm doing. Possibly I'm a worker that's there, that's just showing up and doing something as part of the job. I show up, premeditated way, how do I go through the fence? I got in there super smooth. I got out, closed the door, almost walked to the fence as if I'm not finding the fence. It's like I've been here before, so I'm walking very neutrally. Professional neutralizer right here for pools. Professional neutralizer. Climb into the fence, go back there, and I'm good. Seen the pool, cleaned it out. I had to go get my board back in the car, so I had to replay that. Luckily, when I went out to get when I was in there and I went to get my board, I found a way to open the fence to move the fences. The green fences are all around it, to move one part of it so I could come out through the side and not have to jump anything anymore. I could just walk out smooth, which makes a big difference. Yeah, and I skated it. End of story. But you see all that whole puzzle, that whole way of figuring this out and what to be aware of just to skate a shitty pool. It was a shitty one, but I got my challenge for the day. And that's one thing about this thing, there's a satisfaction in that. I feel like I'm learning a lot about construction sites and the codes and the the phases that they go through when they're building a house, doing the foundation, reframing, electrical, and all that stuff. I don't know if I'll end up doing that in my life, but being aware of that is pretty interesting. Getting to know the way the world works. But 5 minutes in. So yeah, going back to where the skate industry and where the skate scenes are, it's I kind of miss the way it was looked at and the way like maybe the industry was before, when early 2000s, when videos were a lot more important. Now there's just so much, and it's so accessible on YouTube. Like you kind of just wait for it. You wait for to see something that looks cool or has like proven to have an aesthetic. And I love anything underground, which is kind of why I like pools. So I guess that's the kind of underground thing about it. And I don't feel like I know too many and I don't really follow up on that much on like all these smaller pockets of skating, unless it has to do with pools. But that itself is like a lifestyle, and I don't blame people for not doing it, because it takes a lot of time, and you kind of have to have a lot of time to do it. But yeah, I would like to make a video eventually, but like I said, it's just such a pain in the ass to even skate one, that you don't even want to think about, okay, I'm gonna like plan to do a full shoot and have people that are committed to come skate. Because even to have someone to skate with on these things, like, do they know how to, are they down to wear vests, are they willing to clean, are they willing to show up and do this, do they even want to skate a pool, because these things are not meant for skating. And you kind of, to appreciate it, you have to appreciate how hard they are, and to skate and to get, and yeah, just to do a like a cool video, like an actual skate video would be sick. I'm sure I'll do it eventually. It just takes time to like compile all the footage. That's pretty much it. And to have enough people that would want to commit to it. Yeah. So that was today. And these are the thoughts that are on my mind about the skate scene. And you know, just meditating why it's important to me anyway. Before, it was how creative someone can get with a skateboard on the street, moving around, seeing something that's not meant to be skated, and doing some stuff you never would expect. Doing the same thing with pools, except it's very limited terrain. It doesn't have to be. Depends on the pool. But if it's steep, which is most of them, the set given tricks that you want to go for, the things that are like really satisfying of the features, like the box, the cake, the ladder, you know, even the light, seats, getting grinds, shallow grinds, sidewall grinds, all that stuff is something you kind of get there, and you want to just go after that, because you don't even know how long you're going to skate it for, if you're barging it, if it's permission, you know. Yeah, these things are scary too. So yeah, that's how I used to see skating, more so like as a creative thing. I do still see it, but like I said, weaving in and out of this, like going from skating a pool to skating street, it's a cool crisis, a cool identity skate crisis that I'm fortunate to be experiencing. Dude, some people can't skate, some people don't have the time, some people are living in the other side of the planet where they don't have this luxury. Good problems for sure, and I'm grateful for life and where skating has brought me. So I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's having a great year, and I hope their summer is gonna be a good one. Make sure it is. Seriously, wake up tomorrow, or if it's tomorrow already, tell yourself that it's gonna be a good summer, a good day, and that you're here right now and can make a choice to do something to make this summer, this day, this week a good one. Do something different. go look for a pool, go on Google Maps, just on the way home from work, when you're going to the store or something, go look at something, go look at a house, go look at an old house, and you might find yourself in an adventure. You might find a pool. It's always a fun time. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to say anything else, but yeah, I'll probably post some clips of what I was talking about, what happened today, what I was talking about, and you'll see.